The reality is we have a quarter of our population experiencing poverty in the city. And every employer I talk to, big or small, is complaining about being able to hire and retain a workforce. Oh, something's not working. Let me throw this at it. Let me throw that at it. Did anything work? Nope. Oh, well, that must not be a problem anymore, or it can't be solved. When the reality is we just don't know what the real problem is, and we're not solving it with effective solutions. I think there's a lot of people who really care, who really want to see a change, but I think a big problem we've had is just knowing how.
Sometimes I think that we're so focused on doing the work, we really do need to understand what families need so that we can give them what they need and not just prescribe for them what we think they need.
MemWorks is an initiative to understand why our employment pathway is not working, specifically for people experiencing poverty in Memphis. That's what MemWorks is to answer that question and to answer what can we do about it. We're partnering with an organization called MDRC, and I think what's unique not only about just the partnership, but about the approach is that we started with data analysis. We didn't come in saying, let's test this, or we think these are the three problems. We said, let's study the data. The second phase is primary research. What's the lived experience that both organizations and people seeking workforce services are experiencing, so we can understand that piece of it. And then the third phase is action planning. What can we go do about this now that we know what these true roadblocks are?
Numbers don't lie, facts don't lie, and I think when you're armed with the data, when you're armed with the numbers, it allows for true innovation and problem solving to happen.
They come in and look at all of our data and see ways that we are needing to improve our operations to make our program more marketable and make our program more feasible for Shelby County and the individuals that we serve.
There are so many obstacles and so many barriers that young adults face, so many decisions. Do I pay this light bill? Or do I spend the money on an Uber to get to class?
Working, paying your bills, all that gets in the way because you still gotta have somewhere to stay.
Having no car, coming to school Monday to Friday, have another baby to take him to school, be here on time.
It's one thing to go to the website and to hear from us about why we think this program is great. But it's very different when you can hear a family or a resident talk about how this is creating a job for them and how they're using these pathways to purchase their first home or their first car.
It's about bringing those young adults together as a collective and really thinking about what are the changes that we want to see in Memphis and how do we advocate for those changes.
You know, the long-term goal, and in 5 years I think we should see signs of this, is that more people experiencing poverty are getting into job pathways that lead to living wage employment. The path to get there is that we should see some of these roadblocks dissipate. We should see less people dealing with adult literacy challenges. We should see less people dealing with untreated trauma. And to do that, that means that we have the right stakeholders in the community aligned saying, yes, we're going to work together. We know why these things are happening. We know what these solutions can be.
Most residents just need a firm place to start.
One of the things I like about MemWorks is it cuts through some of the, oh, we've tried that before, or that's just the way it is in Memphis. Maybe that's how it was in the past, but we can do something now because we now know what's really causing the problems, and we now know what really is effective at solving those challenges. Let's work together to do something about it. Visit memworks.org to learn more.